But look at this statistic. This takes my breath away, because what this means to me is that there are students who will spend an entire day in school and not utter a single word in an academic setting. So how do we get kids talking? When I go into classrooms, I will tell you I'm encouraged when I do not immediately find the teacher, assuming, of course, that she's in there somewhere. What I want to see are students leaning in, implement in hand, reading, writing, speaking, negotiating, engaging. And here's what I want to make sure you understand. The most powerful teaching you will ever lead is that which occurs between the desk. Our work as teachers is to design tasks that hook and engage the learner and then get out of the way. The research tells us that discussion is the equivalent of about 0.82. Where is 0.82 in relation to 0.4? It's about two years growth in 1 year's time. Here's what I've learned is the challenge. That some of us are confused about what discussion is, what makes discussion discussion. So when I do this live, I typically ask people to select an image that you think best represents discussion. Which one? For me, it's the pinball. It's when a student speaks and another responds and asks for clarification, or I want to add to that. I have a question for you. Too often, what we find in a classroom is more akin to the wheel, where the teacher's in the center and all comments go to and through the teacher. Teaching students to discuss is an incredibly important skill that must be taught explicitly, modeled with feedback. So you might say to me, well, how am I supposed to do that? Well, here's an example that could work in any literacy-based class where you have a question worth answering. You may have those leveled texts. You say to the students that when we come together on Thursday, this is what we're going to discuss and debate. So you need to be ready in accordance with the speaking and listening standards. Read at least 3 of those choices, those texts, and be ready to go. Because you know what? When we ask kids to take a stand, that's where they get really involved and engaged. Kids love argument. And let's face it, one of the great skills in critical citizenship is the ability to take a well-reasoned stand.